Lionel Messi breaking the record for most goals in a calendar year. When Gerd Müller set the record with 85 goals in 1972, it seemed safe for eternity. But then Messi happened. In 2012, he scored 91 goals in a single year, for club and country. That's almost 2 goals every single week. Barcelona fans were spoiled, defenders were traumatized, and goalkeepers, they just looked tired. He scored in La Liga, the Champions League, Copa del Rey, internationals, you name it, he scored there. The guy basically turned the football pitch into his personal dartboard. And what makes it crazier? He wasn't even a traditional striker, just a 5'7" magician casually turning stats into video game glitches. The record still stands, and probably always will. Cristiano Ronaldo, most Champions League goals. Cristiano didn't just break the Champions League record, he owned it. With over 140 goals, he's the competition's all-time top scorer. He passed Raul, overtook Messi, and made the UCL knockout stages feel like his backyard. From Man United to Real Madrid to Juve, Ronaldo consistently showed up when it mattered most. He scored in 3 different finals, 2 semis, quarterfinals, basically everywhere except the parking lot. His signature celebration? Yeah, defenders still have nightmares about it. You can talk tactics, pressing, or XG, but in the Champions League, there's one stat that matters. How many goals Ronaldo scored this time? Miroslav Klose, most World Cup goals. Miroslav Klose isn't flashy. No trick shots, no tattoos, no fancy hair, just goals. In fact, 16 of them, the most in World Cup history. He broke Ronaldo Nazario's legendary record in 2014 and did it with the kind of calm that suggests he was just there to collect stamps. And let's not forget how he did it. 4 different World Cups, consistent performances, and 0 ego. He even helped destroy Brazil 7-1 in Brazil. That's not just a record, that's football heresy. Klose didn't need the spotlight. He just wanted to score headers, celebrate like a dad at a barbecue, and quietly become a legend. Erling Haaland, most Premier League goals in a season. The Premier League record was 34 goals, set by Shearer and Cole back in the 90s, when defenders were allowed to commit murder. Then Erling Haaland walked in, barely spoke, and scored 36 in his debut season. It looked less like football and more like a bug in the simulation. The man is built like Thor and finishes like a sniper. Headers, volleys, tap-ins, screamers, he doesn't discriminate. Even Pep had to stop pretending he was surprised. And he's only just warming up. The scary part? He might hit 40 next time without breaking a sweat. Gianluigi Buffon, most clean sheets in Serie A. Some goalkeepers age like milk. Buffon aged like fine Tuscan wine. With nearly 300 clean sheets in Serie A, he shut more doors than a bouncer at an exclusive club. His career spanned over 2 decades, including spells at Juventus, PSG, and even a fairy tale return to Parma. His reflexes were insane, his positioning elite, and his presence legendary. He didn't just save goals, he saved seasons. And even in his 40s, Buffon looked like he could still start for most top-tier clubs. Dani Alves, most trophies won by a player. Some players win trophies. Dani Alves collects them. Across 6 different clubs and the Brazilian national team, he won 43 major titles, more than many clubs have in total. From Barcelona's tiki-taka era to Juve, PSG, and Sao Paulo. Wherever he went, silverware followed. He was fast, aggressive, creative, and somehow always open. He's the kind of player who could win the league just by attending the team photo. Dani turned winning into a personality trait, and no one's even close to catching him. Manuel Neuer, most Champions League clean sheets. Manuel Neuer didn't just redefine goalkeeping, he reinvented the job description. With 57 plus clean sheets in the Champions League, he holds the record for the most in the competition's history. And he didn't do it by hiding in the 6-yard box. This man played half his career standing on the halfway line. He's made last-man tackles, pinpoint passes, and impossible saves, all in one match. When Neuer is in goal, he's not just a shot stopper, he's a free-roaming menace with gloves. He was the backbone of Bayern's UCL dominance and Germany's 2014 World Cup win. And while most keepers dive after the ball passes them, Neuer's already 3 steps ahead. He's not a sweeper keeper, he's a boss-level unlock in the Champions League. Hugo Lloris, most World Cup matches as captain. Leadership in football is rare. Leadership with longevity, even rarer. Hugo Lloris captained France in 20 World Cup matches, the most in history. He wore the armband from 2010 to 2022 and led France to 2 straight finals, winning one. Quiet, composed, and not one for dramatic speeches, just calm saves and reliable hands. He's like that one friend who always volunteers to drive. No fuss, just focus. And while others burned out, Lloris kept showing up, gloves on, ready for business.
Hakan Shakur, fastest goal in World Cup history.
That's all it took for Hakan Shakur to score in the 2002 third-place match against South Korea. You could have gone to the fridge, missed the goal, and still not found the remote. It's a record that stood for over 2 decades, mostly because no one else can sprint, pass, and finish that fast without tripping. The Turkish striker's entire World Cup career boiled down to this one lightning strike. Blink and it's in the net. Honestly, even the stadium announcer probably missed it.
Kylian Mbappé, most goals in a World Cup final.
Scoring in a World Cup final is the stuff dreams are made of. Most players go their entire careers just hoping to play in one. Kylian Mbappé didn't just play in the final, he scored 3 goals in 120 minutes on the biggest stage in football. He became the first player since Jeff Hurst in 1966 to score a hat-trick in a final, and the only one to do it in the modern era, with VAR, pressure, and the whole planet watching. He scored a penalty, then a volley just 90 seconds later, and then another penalty in extra time. Ice in his veins. He dragged France back from the dead, twice. It was like watching a one-man rebellion in a Hollywood film. Argentina had Messi, France had Mbappé, and for a moment, it felt like the entire match was just the 2 of them trading haymakers. And here's the insane part. He finished the tournament with 8 goals, won the Golden Boot, and still didn't win the final. Most players would be broken. Mbappé just looked annoyed, like he'll be back in 4 years to run it back. He's 26, already has 1 World Cup, and nearly snatched a second with the greatest individual final performance in history. If you needed proof he's built different, that was it. Football might be a team game, but on that night, it was Mbappé versus the world, and he almost won.
What was the most insane record?
Let me know in the comments, and if you liked the video, please consider subscribing.